Hello, Sakib here. Bit of a late entry today, but might as well get it done later than not getting it done at all. Got carried away with a work call. I thought, today. Oh, by the way, if you hear the sound again, the supercharger, that might be where the whining sound is coming from. That being said, I thought today we can. Oh, by the way, it's a little bit chalked up from the gym. I thought today we could talk a bit about good intentions compared to mechanisms. I think one of the most powerful statements I heard, and I still carry it with me today, is actually from Jeff Bezos, and I'm surprised it doesn't get the credit, or it doesn't get it's not as popular. It's that good intentions don't work, mechanisms do. The reason I wanted to talk about it today is I think that it goes hand in hand with last day's entry. I think that's it's a good segue into this one. So I'm paraphrasing, of course, and I'm trying to. I'll do my best to explain my understanding of it. Take it with a grain of salt, of course, as usual. Is people are genuinely good intentions to begin with. Almost most people don't do things out of ill intentions, and they do things because they feel that that's the right thing to do, be it at work, be it a company, wherever you want to say. The sad part is that doesn't really work, because now you're relying on people, you're relying on emotions, you're relying on variations, and you're relying on people, or we are relying on people to perform at their best at all given times. Are there some people who can do that? Sure, there are, but I don't know if that holds true for majority of the population, and not because of lack of good intentions again, but because life happens. Almost no one, rarely is someone healthy, like perfectly, no disease, no sickness, no nothing, throughout their entire career. Rarely can someone put in, like, days in, day out, no vacations throughout their entire career. And on top of that, it's not very scalable, because you may have one such individual who's able to do that, but the moment that individual is gone, retires, moves to a different job, moves to a better paying job, moves to anything, or any kind of life events of that sort happens, you lose the individual, and now you're back to square one. So I think it's a key point here, that anytime we have fail points in our lives, we have mechanisms in place to make sure that the things that needs to move forward moves forward, and does it in a systematic way. So, for example, it's a very simple mechanism that I have, is that for the videos, I know that it probably won't get done. My editing is shit. Forget the language. It's trash. My production skills are not there, and I just upload the picture and I upload the video. Sorry, I'll take the video and I upload it. The thing is, there's so many, I want to give you the best product. I want to give myself the best video production, because this is mostly like an audio video diary. However, if that's what I'm aiming for, day one, I can't really do it. And the mechanism is that anytime I get into the car, first thing in the morning, if not, second thing in the morning, first thing's priority, I do a 10-minute video or a 15-minute video log of a unique thought that I have that day. or something that I need to clarify that day. And as soon as I go in, no music, start the video recording and just get it done. If I couldn't do that for any reason, any particular reason, is in a case like, for example, today I was in the car, I had to have a work call. In that case, it moves on to the second part. But until there is something that I cannot move, the moment I'm in the car, the video diary needs to be done, or the log, or this video in general needs to be made. So it's a simple mechanism, but I have it in place. Go in car, once in car, start video. If not, if I don't have something exceptionally urgent that needs to get done. And I found that still gets me to upload the video. It gets me to get the video done. It's a very simple mechanism, but it works. Another simple mechanism is, I think we use a lot more often, and I think it's a lot more relatable, is a simple to-do list or a checklist that we use on our day-to-day basis. If there are things that needs to be repeated every single day, and I mean, you know your routine, or we know our routine, we know what we need to execute at any given time. Having a checklist makes that a lot easier. It takes the cognitive load off our head. So we can be at work, or we can be trying to do something, and we know there are some repeat tasks that we have to do. Like, we want to give our best work, but if it's just in our head, life happens, we get distracted, calls happen, meetings happen, or other things happen, and we just don't get to do the things. We just use a simple daily checklist to get that done. Another very common mechanism we use in our day-to-day lives, systematize everything, is calendar. I think the use of a calendar is brilliant. Or, something even simple like a watch, right? I know that there's something that needs to be done at any given time. If I don't have a watch on me, I might assume something that, hey, as soon as it's about to get dark, I need to do this. Compared to, it's a lot easier to say, as soon as it hits 7 p.m., I need to get this done, or 6 p.m., I need to get this done. Simple things like this, and we can stack mechanisms on top of each other to make a system. And that's when things starts to get powerful. It's, if a person has something that they need to do, could be tomorrow, could be, pick a day of that needs to be done. Instead of saying that we need to get this done this Friday during the afternoon, and this is what we have a vague idea of, I'm not saying that the execution won't be there. It might be. You might find that one unique individual, and I'm sure there are unique, rare individuals amongst you that can execute without a system to keep track of things. But for majority of us, we need a system to get things done. So me saying that I need to do XYZ or XYZ, depending on where you're from, this Friday around noon is not going to be as effective. Or the other system that would be more effective is having a calendar, making sure task X, Y, Z each has a time attached to it, and each of these tasks, X, Y, Z, they have a subtask of ABCs attached to it. And now we have a system that includes different mechanisms, such as the calendar, checklists, and time attached to it, which is likely to give us far more effective execution than a simple hope to do good things or good intentions to begin with. So yeah, I don't know if I explained that to the best of my abilities. It still sounds a bit confusing, but in general, the point I'm trying to convey here is good intentions is brilliant. However, when combined with mechanisms, that's where they start giving exceptional results. And even the times when we don't have good intentions, if we have a mechanism and systems in place, it still gets the things done. But yeah, that's been the thought of the day. Let me know what you think, if you have any thoughts. Or if not, I'll probably review it and I'll try to make a better version of it some other time. But overall, yeah, absolutely respect the fact why good intentions don't work. Mechanisms do. Till the next entry. Peace.